So here's what you need to be careful. Religion, all religion, puts the burden on you. It's a bad habit. Right? What does religion say? Every religion. You're bad, you got to be good, it's your job, it's your responsibility, you're going to get punished, or you'll get rewarded, but it's all about you. God doesn't need anything, it's your problem. It's not working. People are rejecting that all over the world, not because they don't want to be responsible, but because it's not true. It's not about me. It's not about reward and punishment. There is reward and there is punishment. It's not what it's all about. What is it all about? God needs something from us. We can serve him or we can ignore him. He's the one who is needy. We are not. That's MS. That's the truth that we haven't been able to identify for 5,782 years. But most rabbis are still convinced, oh, God doesn't need, you need. God doesn't need you, you need him. I need him? For what? For what? Oh, without him you can't live. Well, I didn't ask to live. Don't do me no favors. It's like God brought us to a very expensive restaurant, and now he wants us to pay the bill. Excuse me. What kind of deal is that? So that message, you need help from heaven. You need to be good to God. Maybe he'll be good to you. You are in trouble. You are the one who's not true. Not true. And that's why when you tell children or young people today, behave yourself or you'll suffer, it makes no impression. Don't take drugs. It might kill you. Yeah, so? But they're all suicidal? They're not. They're not suicidal. They're smart. The lie that I must and I need and I have to, it's not true. You can't fool me anymore. Right? The worst thing that can happen is you won't live. No, so. It doesn't work anymore. The threats don't work. Not just for religion, for anything. I have to go to college. Well, if you don't go, how are you going to make a living? I won't make a living. Won't make a living, how are you going to pay your bills? I won't pay my bills. Are you going to be homeless? Whatever. You know, homeless people can get diseases and they can die. Yeah, so. We're not going to get anywhere with threats. Just doesn't work anymore. In fact, I think, like, how did it work for all these years? It took 5,000 years to figure this out? A poor kid is born innocent, didn't bother anybody, didn't harm anybody, and all of a sudden he's got to get up in the morning and catch the bus to kindergarten. Why? What did I do? Leave me alone. No, you have to go. I have to? Well, you got to get into a good college. I do. Why do I have to? Because then you'll get a good job. I have to have a job. See, in the olden days, a father woke up his son, mostly. Get up, get up. We got to go plow or milk the cow or put in the seed, because if not, we won't have what to eat in the winter and we'll die. So the kid got up. Does it work today? Today you wake up a kid in the morning, get up, get up. What's the matter? Why? If we don't go to school and you don't get a job and you don't go to college, you won't be able to pay your mortgage. Mortgage? Yeah, if you don't pay the mortgage, you'll be out in the streets and who knows what, you might even die. So that's why I should get up and go to kindergarten. Because I'm not going to die, I'll be on welfare. That threat is so ridiculous to the average kid today. In those days, death was an immediate possibility. Today, I should go to kindergarten because I might die? Doesn't it sound ridiculous? So children are rebelling. I don't have to go to kindergarten. Your religious grandfather wakes you up in the morning and says, you have to go to shul. You have to go down with a minyan. I have to? But did I sign a contract or something? Did I promise? What do you want from me? Why do I have to? Well, you must. I must? How did that happen? Well, if you don't, you're going to go to hell and burn. Oh, starting with your threats, which means I don't really have to. And you can't answer my question. So you're threatening me. Well, it doesn't work. So here's what rabbis are terrified of. And it makes sense. They're terrified. Who's right? The grandfather says, you have to keep kosher. You must keep Shabbat. You must be an observant Jew. You must put on tefillin. And the boy says, I must? I don't think so. I have to? I don't think so. And the father says, yes, you must. You have to. The kid says, no, I really don't have to. Here, watch. Watch me not do it, and I'll be fine. In this argument, who is correct? The grandfather or the grandson? We all know the grandson is right, but no rabbi will admit it. They're afraid. The truth is, God needs you to get up. You don't. God needs you to put on tefillin. You don't. God needs a woman to go to a mikveh. The woman doesn't have to go. But for some reason, the rabbis, the teachers, everywhere in the world, believe that unless it's a threat to you, you're not going to do it. People are so selfish that the only way to get them to do anything is to tell them that they will suffer if they don't, or they will be rewarded if they do. And it's not true. We would much rather do it for someone else than do it for ourselves. We would much rather be needed than be needy. Why? Because it's true. It's true. I didn't ask to be born. I don't need. God created the whole world. Oh, he obviously needs. Doesn't that make sense? So what motivates us to be good? Somebody needs. That's the strongest motivation. I need, I'll do it tomorrow. It's like if you're home alone and you're going to make lunch, what are you going to make? You'll eat some leftovers, you'll open a jar, or you won't eat it, you'll skip it. It's boring. But if somebody calls and says, can I come over for lunch? It's a party. We enjoy much more doing for someone else than doing for ourselves. Why did it take 5,000 years to figure this out? You tell a child, make a bracha on the cookie. God is waiting to hear the bracha. Of course he'll make the bracha. If you say to a child, you can't eat without a bracha. No? Watch. What are you saying? What are you lying to children? You have to. It's not true. It's like a teenage boy who goes to yeshiva overseas. He arrives, he goes into the office, and he says, I need to call my mother. Can I use the phone? The teacher, the dean of the yeshiva says, you need? The boy says, yeah, I need to call my mother. And he says, you need? So the boy thinks fast, and he says, no, my mother needs me to call her, so which phone can I use? And the mashpia says, that's your first lesson. Don't lie. You don't need, you're a teenage boy. Teenage boys don't need to call their mother. Unless they're out of money. But your mother needs you to call. What is the difference? Come on. You need to call your mother, so find a phone. Everybody has to help you. But if you're calling because your mother needs, everybody will help you. I need to put on tefillin? Don't lie. Don't make them. That's plagiarism. You're taking God's need and you claim that it's your need? Not nice. If you don't do what you need, it's a disaster. It's a tragedy. So you don't have what you need. So what? But if you don't do what God needs, the purpose of all of creation, so no more threats. We don't need to be threatened. And we don't need to be bribed. We just need to know who created me and for what. That's it.
If you enjoyed this conversation or this topic and you're looking for more information, or you want to hear it again from another angle, there is a way to do that. And that is in this book. It's all there. Order it from Amazon. You can read it, reread it, and share it.
We have a Sunday night program for VIPs that you might be interested in. It's informal, it's questions and answers, it's conversation. It's really relaxed, it's really pleasant, enjoyable, informative, and kind of community-like. It's a Sunday night program, there's a Wednesday morning program for the VIPs, and there's a Wednesday night program. All of it just conversation, casual, laid back, unscripted. So join us, take a look, click the link below, and see which of the three suits you best, and join us for some enjoyable conversation.